Hello, Rumble Nation, Chris Cobain here, bringing another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle here. This battle took place just a few days ago against a person in my chat named NadavZiri, and this was a really good battle. Had to share with you guys. Let's take a look at the teams here. I've got my Mega Aggron, Jolteon, Salk, Yanmega, Caracosta, and Florgs, and Nadav is bringing a pretty heavy OU team. 5 out of the 6 here are basically OU. Excadrill, the Umbreon, the one non-OU. Charizard, we know that can Mega either way. The Garchomp, the Greninja, and then the borderline one that is Staraptor there. So I'm taking a look at his team here. The only thing that really honestly scares Aggron in the first turn would end up being either Charizard Y or Greninja. No one ever leads Charizard. You don't want to reveal what Mega he is that quick. That's part of his mysterious ways. So I decided leading Aggron was the best bet here. Obviously, Stealth Rock is going to completely annihilate Charizard. It's going to cripple Staraptor pretty heavy, especially if he wants to Brave Bird or Double Edge his way to victory. So that is what I decided to lead as we went off against this battle. So I know I need to get Stealth Rocks. I need to try to keep them on the field as much as possible. If nothing else, it'll keep Charizard off the field for the most part. So we actually lead Staraptor. That works out really well for me. Even if he wants to close combat, I'm fine with that. Yeah, he's actually an Intimidate one, which I thought was pretty weird right off the bat, but whatever. So he's going to switch turn 1. He's going to go into that Excadrill. Now, my first thought when he brought that in was Rapid Spin. Stealth Rock was pretty obvious there. I wasn't trying to hide it. It was either that or he was trying to soak up a Thunder Wave, maybe. Because I do carry that as well. But I did go straight for Stealth Rock here. Now, I know either Rapid Spin or Earthquake is coming, or possibly Rocks of his own. So my best switch all around is Speed Freak, my Omega. I can defog if it's Rocks. I can resist, obviously, immune to the Earthquake. Rapid Spin won't do anything. So he does go for Earthquake. That's great. He switches out, immediately making me think Scarf, because he can obviously take any attack and hit me with Rock Slide. So he goes into his Garchomp here. A little bit of misplay here. I went for Giga Drain. There was no reason for him to stay in. Of course, I didn't know he was Scarfed at that point, I guess. But I did go for Giga Drain there, and don't get a lot of damage off. Now, I actually stayed in, thinking I could do some heavy damage to that Garchomp, and he switched though, so I thought that was actually pretty weird as well. Even if he was Scarfed, I would have still outsped unless he was Jolly, thanks to the speed boost there. So I go for the Air Slash on now the Excadrill. It's not going to do much damage, obviously. A little bit of a decent chunk there. So now I got to get out. Now I'm scared of the Rock Slide, Stone Edge, or whatever. He might be going for Rapid Spin now, I don't know. I actually went to Anti-Talon here, which is my Caracosta, which might have been a little different. I could have switched into Aggron, obviously. But I was actually scared he'd predict that and go for Earthquake. That wouldn't be the best switch. It wouldn't be the best decision from him, but I still know I would have eaten up an Earthquake pretty well there. Maybe gotten to bait him in with an Aqua Jet there. But he is locked into Rock Slide. I'm pretty sure at this point he's Scarfed. I'm going to go for Waterfall on the switch, knowing I can get pretty heavy damage off on basically anything on the team aside from Greninja. And I actually get a crit on the Umbreon. Now, I was pretty certain the first thing this Umbreon was going to try to do was Toxic me. Now, I went for Shell Smash here, just in case. Maybe he went for Protect, and I knew even if he Toxic, it wouldn't be that much to me right off the bat. This is basically, knowing I was going to get Toxic, this was the best thing I had to get. I could have went to Aggron, but I didn't really have to. I knew that I could get Caracosta in such a way to where I could kill this Umbreon, and if I'm gonna sack my Caracosta to kill the biggest wall on his team, that's definitely a lot of the rest of his team is really heavily offensive outside of this. So I know if I can break that, it's gonna force him to play hyper offensive for the rest of the match. This turn, he too easy. It's really just too easy. Protect obviously was coming. It's an Umbreon. So many people just straight attempt a Toxic stall. It was so obvious right there that he was going to Protect. Easy second Shell Smash for me. Put me at +4 attack and +4 speed now. I'm not a max speed set, so even at this point, like, I'm actually not investing in speed at all. I'm still really slow. Anything with decent speed is still going to completely outspeed me pretty easily. So I'm going to hit that waterfall though, and that's going to take out the Umbreon, which, like I said, is great. The rest of his team is now heavily offensive. The biggest bulk he has now is probably on his Excadrill, possibly his Garchomp, which won't be that bad. So he brings in Greninja here. Kind of sucks. This was like the one thing on his team that could really stop me. Now, if I was max speed, probably would outsped there, but like I said, no speed investment at all. I'm completely relying on the bulk. Not sturdy. I'm actually a Solid Rock to stop super effective hits, but obviously that's not going to work for Grass Knot. So I'm going to go down. I did get some damage off, but that's okay. Wasn't really mad at that. So now at this point, I'm going to bring in Jolteon. Now, I thought maybe that I could try to bait him a little bit here into taking some heavy damage on something, but he does just make the safe switch and go into Excadrill. I went for Shadow Ball. I'm not dumb. He's got 2 ground types. There was no reason for me to go for any kind of Volt Switch or anything. That would have been a terrible play. So I'm going to go for that. It's going to do pretty good damage, and this, I kind of made a misplay here. Like I said, I was pretty sure he was Scarfed, so I switched. I didn't want to lose Jolteon so early. I bring in Speed Freak to take the Earthquake, because I'm pretty sure he's Scarfed. And he goes for Rapid Spin, so I wasn't sure at that point in the match if he even had it. He hadn't really revealed it. He had a couple chances to get it off, but he never did use it. Now, this play, I'm mad at myself for it. In the long run, I'm actually not even positive why I did it. I switched out. I ended up being a double switch, and I go into Metalzilla. Now, I actually end up sacking him here to get rocks on the field. I honestly, looking back at it, I'm not 100% positive why I did that. I could have easily gone for like an Air Slash or something and killed this Greninja. But I guess in the long run, it helped me get rocks on the field. And that's well, they're doing more than you'd think they would. They're not doing a lot of damage overall, obviously, because he's just bringing in his Garchomp and his Excadrill and stuff. But what it's really doing in the background, which you're not really seeing, is it's heavily keeping him away from both Staraptor and Charizard. He does not want to bring them in to take so much damage when he can, and he knows he can rapid spin them off. So I'm going to switch into Seth Rollins here and just finish this thing off with a close combat. Obviously, I'm Scarfed, so there's no chance for him to outspeed. He might have thought he was going to, but he's not. And he's going to go down, so that puts his one special threat out of the way. So he's going to bring back in Excadrill here. This was basically a test. Was he Scarfed? He would outspeed me if he was. And if he was he going for the Earthquake or for the Rapid Spin? And I actually forgot here. He does go for Earthquake, proving once and for all that he is Scarfed. It's like, okay, he's dead on Sturdy, and I forgot Mold Breaker. So, Sturdy doesn't work, Chris. Mold Breaker's a thing, so I die, which is okay, I guess. So now I can bring back in Speed Freak. Obviously, he's not going to be able to touch me because he's locked in Earthquake. He's going to be forced to switch out, and he's going to be forced to switch out into his Garchomp once again. And now, at this point, he's not enough HP. I know he's Scarfed on the Excadrill, so I can go for the Air Slash fully, knowing he has to switch. It's going to take him down pretty decently, and then I'll be able to finish him off at the end here with a Bug Buzz. So that's a big threat out of the way, obviously. Garchomp is such a powerful Pokemon. So it's down to 3-on-3 here. It's a pretty good battle at this point. I have made a couple of misplays, but I've been making up for them for the most part here. He's going to actually bring in Staraptor here and take the Stealth Rock damage. Now, I could have stayed in, and I could have went for Air Slash, but I knew that wouldn't kill, and I was pretty certain that I was going to get annihilated by Brave Bird, and I really need Yanmega to stay in. His speed boost is going to be so good if that happens to be Charizard X, so he can't really afford to Dragon Dance. Instead, he decides to U-turn. Risky prediction, because knowing I had spelled, I could have stayed in there, but he goes for it, and he brings back in the Excadrill. I know at this point there's no way he's going to Earthquake and let me bring him back in. Bring Yanmega back in, excuse me. That'd be really bad, so he's just going to stay in a Rapid Spin. He's forced to, otherwise his team's basically crippled. So he made the right play there. I'm going to kill him with Hidden Power. And that's going to be him out of the way. So now he's just got the Staraptor and the Charizard left. Now, he switches in a Staraptor here. And I was actually a little bit concerned about him being Scarfed. So I actually switched. And I switched into Speed Freak. hoping that maybe he would like scarf into U-turn or something. He actually goes for quick attack, so I actually made the good switch there. Turns out, kind of a weird one, but it actually worked out for me. And he's gonna bring back in Charizard now, knowing he can't take me down. And I'm gonna get a free Air Slash off. So this is the first time I've seen it. He didn't want to bring it in with the rocks up. I'm gonna get the first speed boost off that Air Slash. I did a lot of damage. Now we're gonna get to see his Mega finally, and it ends up being Charizard X, of course. But this is exactly why I wanted Yanmega alive as much as I did. The speed boost means he cannot afford to Dragon Dance. He won't outspeed me off of it, obviously. I'm still faster. So he's forced, I didn't get a flinch yet, but that's okay. He's forced to just go straight for the Dragon Claw and take me down. But Charizard X without a Dragon Dance is not nearly as threatening. He's actually, you know, not very fast, so leaves him wide open here. So I just go for Thunderbolt. He can't switch into Staraptor, so he's down. And it leaves me in a really good situation. But not the best, because I know that this Staraptor is going to kill me with Quick Attack, and it's going to be down to just Florgs versus Staraptor. The question really ended up being, could Florgs take out such a powerful physical attacker? So he has to go for Quick Attack or he's dead. And I'm dead, so like I said, one-on-one, I have to bring it. I know he's not reckless. Brave Bird's gonna hurt, so he actually ends up going for Quick Attack here. Finally revealing that he's banded. I had you know, in the back of my head, I was kind of like, maybe off the Quick Attack he's banded. But he proves it there. I went for Wish, just in case he wasn't banded. He went for Brave Bird. I knew that maybe I could protect and try to get him down a little bit with Recoil before I tried to kill him. So he's forced to Quick Attack again. I can go ahead for an attack here because Wish is going to give me a lot of my HP back. Just end up going for the Moonblast, and it completely obliterates there on a crit, which really didn't matter because I was going to get, like I said, most of my HP back. I was going to be able to kill him next turn anyway. And that ends up being the game, guys. A close 1-0 with Florgs coming in at the very end and finishing off the Staraptor for me. I did not play my best. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I made a couple of pretty weird misplays there. Couple of switches I shouldn't have made. I lost Aggron uselessly. He was obviously trying to sack off his Greninja, excuse me, at that point, and I just kind of misplayed on it. But it ended up working out. Stealth Rock simply being on the field forced him to kind of waste his Excadrill and kept his Charizard from being a threat for most of the battle. Excuse me, guys. Anyway, that's it for this battle, guys. If you enjoyed the battle, make sure you hit that like button at the bottom of the screen. It really helps me out a lot. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. If you have not done it yet, I get videos up as much as possible. And if you guys have not checked out my live stream yet, make sure you do over at twitch.tv/xchrisgoin. It's an awesome time, guys. I stream 6 days a week. And really appreciate if you guys showed up and showed your support. That's it from me, you guys. I'm getting out of here, so I will see you guys in the next video.